Warm regards. Welcome to the next session of Apply Mathy. As you can see it on my screen, the topic next we're going to pick up is logarithms. Well, this is one of the very important topics. Why? Because it has been added to applied mathematics too. It is being used in normal grade 12 maths where children are not kindly aware of what logs are all about. So I'm going to start from the very basic. When I write 2 cube equal to 8. If I have to convert it into the log form, I will say log of 8 to the base 2 is equal to 3. Basically, what is happening? What power should 2 be raised at so that we get an 8? So here my base happens to be 2. This is my some particular number n. Suppose if I have to write down log of 100 to the base 10. So what should be the answer? How we have to think, what power should 10 be raised as so that we get 100? Yes, absolutely, you're going to write here 2. I'm asking to all the intelligent minds who are sitting over there, this goes for you. If I have to write log of a to the base a, right? What should a be raised to so that I get back the letter a? Is it a letter A or a number A? Yeah, correct. The answer is 1. It's the number A. And what if I say log of 1 to any base? You know, what should I raise A to so that I get a 1? So any number raised to the power of 0 gives us 1. So these are some of the basic things that we need to know about logarithms. Obviously, there can be teasers, there can be questions, but before we go ahead, I would like you to introduce to the basic properties for logs, right? Now, they are being used everywhere, but the problem is they are not taught anywhere. So that is why I'm picking up this preliminary session on logarithms. And now we are going to concentrate upon what we call as the properties of logs. All right. So when I say log of mn to some base, say a, it will be equal to log of m to the base a plus log of n to the base a. It is same as writing. If I have to write down log of 6 to the base 10, I can write it down as log of 2 to the base a, or whatever, if I have taken it as 10, I can just write it down equal to the log of base 10 plus log of 3 to the base 10. Right? Absolutely. Now, again, I'm going to do the division. So this one is the product rule, the one I've written above, and this new one. So we say that this one is my product rule. Okay. And the next one, I'm going to write it down as my quotient rule. All right. So this will be my quotient rule. Right. So how will I write it down in terms of quotient? I'm going to say it is log of m to the base a. The only difference is the plus here will become the minus here. That is the only difference. Right? So we have a product rule, we have a quotient rule, right? So we can practice a few questions based upon them. Yes. All right, let's pick up one more rule because sometimes, the questions are mixed up, what we call as a power rule. So power rule happens when I have to write down log of m raised to some power. So a is my base. You don't get confused. A is the base of the log. This is my number n, right? Capital N. So I can write it down in such a manner that I take n outside and it is log of m to the base a. We can come back, we can refer back to these properties. So we'll pick up a bit of the problems and see if we are able to solve them out. Right? So he's given you one example here, right? If you see this one, 4 raised to the power 5, how will we write it down? We'll write it down like this, right? Makes sense? Similarly, if I ask you, what is log of, 16 to the base 2? So what do? We'll simply say it is 4. What are the steps? log of 16 to the base 2. So I get 4, right? Then another one, we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up one by one. If I ask you log of, deleting them, I write log of cube root of 5 to the base 5. Right? So this is cube root of 5 to the base 5. So again, it is same as, if I write log of 5 raised to the power 1 by 3. So my answer is 1 by 3. Easy, right? Quite easy, simple, right? So these are the basic, rules that we are using. Although I have left out one more rule, which I will be picking up shortly. There's one more question which she has given you. And this is the good one. Do you want to give it a try? This one? You have to find out what is x. Take a minute. You can pause my video. Suppose if you don't want to take any help. So how I do is I write down log 64 to the base 2. I say it is 6. Just going to substitute 2 raised to the power minus 1 by 3 into 6. My answer is positive 1 by 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, usually I do have a tendency to make really silly mistakes. This is one reason I keep telling my students that is the reason why I am a teacher. I made a lot of silly mistakes. So in case you don't want to become one, please don't do silly mistakes. Right? So the last property which we haven't done as of now, we call it as the base changing property. Right? What happens is I can change my base. I can change my base. I'll think of a question. If I write down log of 16 divided by log of 8, what is it equal to? Think about it. I can choose a base, right? I can choose a base here. Let me choose the base 2. So the base 2. So what is my answer? My answer will become, come on, 4 by 3. Absolutely. My answer will be 4 by 3. 16 I can break down as 2 power 4. So 4 comes out. 8 I can break it down as 2 power cube. So it comes out. Simple as that, right? Easy one. Just an introduction to the base changing property. So there are a few of the practice questions you can take up. Here I can just share my screen. I'll pause my screen. You want to give it a try, you can try it. I'll pick up a tough one. Okay. So we'll pick up one difficult question, or what should I say, a rapid fire round for this one is for the question number 1. How do we solve it? Give it a try. Oh, I tried. Again, I'm going to use the various properties. So I'm breaking it down. I'm writing it as log of 27 to the base 3 plus log of square root of 729 to the base 3. This is 3, right? And 729 is the 6th power of 3. So I take this half out, multiply it by 6. So my answer is again 6. The next one I'm not solving. You have to do it on your own. I'm changing the color of my pen. I love to write with different colors. Anybody got the answer for the second one? Anybody got the answer for the second one? That's right. It's going to be 3 by 2. Same method, nothing different. Take that 1 by 3 out using the power rule. 100 would be 10 square. So 1 by 3. Oh, I made a mistake here. So it would be 1 by 3 into 2. Yeah, 2 by 3. Right? So that is a mistake I made. What about the next one? Can you think about this one? Root of 64 by root of 8. Yeah, go ahead. Root of 64 by root of 8. You can solve it. It's up to you. You want to solve it, you can solve it. You have to give me the answer very, very quickly. I'll clean up the board so that we have enough space for writing in, and you can try the problems likewise. I'll post in some more videos over here. So basically, what I can write it down is, I can write it down as log of root of 64 minus log of root of 8 to the base 2 I can take half outside, right? So 64 is nothing but it is 2 raised to the power 6. So what comes out is just a 6. What comes out is just a 3. So my answer is 3 divided by 2. You see? You can pause the video, just try it on your own. It's not going to be as difficult, right? So for the last one, I'll give you a little hint. I'll just scroll back my screen. So what basically happens is I'm going to write down the factored form. Like 16, I know I can write it down as 2 raised to the power 4. 15, I know it is 3 into 5. And there was a 7 ahead of that. So, I mean, I have multiplied it 7 here. So if I have to write it down, it will be log of 2 power 4 minus log of 3 minus log of 5. Similarly, you're going to write it down for the other values. And once you solve them, once you're going to solve them, you will find that there are portions which get cut and you're just left with logarithm of 2. Is that what we're supposed to get? Yes. The base is 10 on both the sides, so I haven't changed and I have not written here. They are both same, whether it is the left hand side or the right hand side. So it's up to you. We can do that. Makes sense? Makes clear? A little bit of introduction to logarithms. Thank you, children. Thank you so much.